Murray will look to secure his 700 career win in his second round in Dubai, where his next opponent would be either world number 43, Alejandro Davidovich Fokina, or fourth-seeded Yannick Sinner, who's inside the top 10 in the ATP rankings. And that's much time allows us to go on tennis for this particular morning. We'll be back tomorrow morning to take you through more stories across the WTA in Doha, and of course the ATP tournament happening in Dubai. We're talking about the Dubai Free Tennis Championships. And very quickly, Blyden, let's talk about boxing. Dillian Whyte, your man, finally has his chance. He would face Deontay Wilder. Well, I don't know why Deontay Wilder keeps getting to my mouth. It's Tyson Fury.
I don't know.
Both have signed their contracts for the WBC heavyweight title fight, and the contract, we understand, was finalized just in the closing hours of that particular. And so it's now confirmed Dillian Whyte will face Deontay Wilder for the WBC heavyweight title fight.
It's a big fight for him, a big fight. The last time I saw such a massive fight in Britain, for example, was when Anthony Joshua fought Dillian Whyte in the British Championship. That's the last time I saw such a massive contested fight. But this one, it's even going to be bigger because we have the tough talking Dillian Whyte, and we have Tyson Fury, who's acclaimed to be the best in the world in recent times, and it's going to be a massive fight. It's a fight I'm keenly interested in. A fight I cannot miss for anything, Brad James. If it were possible, I'll be live and direct watching this fight because it's going to be a thriller. The beauty about this fight is the fact that it's going to be a fight where you don't have any fighter sit back. Both fighters can throw punches. You want the jab, you're going to get the jab. You want the punches, you're going to get the punches. You want the hits, you're going to get the hits. You want everything, a culminating factors that has to do with boxing, the best of boxing. But I'm looking forward to how Dillian Whyte will be able to take on Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury seems the favorite. He's taller. He's the biggest heavyweight fighter you can think of. He has the ability to push through those punches, and he can fight quite well. I want to see how Dillian Whyte goes through this and take on this Tyson Fury, such a big man. But the beauty about Dillian Whyte, one thing I'm impressed about Dillian Whyte is the fact that if you need a man with the balls, a man with the heart to fight, he's ready to die in the ringside. The man is Dillian Whyte, and I'm looking forward to this fight.
Now there's the extra incentive, not just for Dillian Whyte or the man Tyson Fury, but for both fighters. Whoever wins this particular fight, will have the extra incentive of standing in the fights that could unify the heavyweight division, depending on how it goes between Anthony Joshua and, of course, the man Alexander, Usyk in the rematch. But this fight is expected later in April, with Joshua versus Alexander Usyk expected later this year. It's going to be massive.
It's going to be massive, depending which side we are looking at. But talking about Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury and the opportunities thereof going into the undisputed heavyweight fight, I think it's been a call that's been called for a long time now. We've seen the last time we saw the undisputed heavyweight fight has been many years ago, and it's not happened in recent times. We've not had that consistency from recent boxers who will be able to unify the boxing division. The last time it could have happened was when the Ukrainian, was his name now, I've forgotten his name, that Ukrainian,
Vladimir Klitschko.
Klitschko and the brother, they were the right guys to unify the title, but they had some issues concerning their mother, who said two brothers can fight. But for now, we don't have issues of brother fighting. We have issues of boxers from different countries fighting now. So it's time to unify the title belts. It's time for that. I'm looking forward to it. But it's going to be an exciting fight. Whoever wins between Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury would definitely be ready for whoever wins the fight between Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk.
Well, the AJ versus Alexander Usyk fight comes up later this year, but before we end that particular fight, we'll have to see this man. We're talking Dillian Whyte taking Tyson Fury later in April. We understand it's going to be an explosive year with regards to the world of boxing. We understand.